the Baltimore Ravens suffered a historic 41-40 loss on the road to the Buffalo Bills. How historic, you ask? Well, the Ravens are the first team in NFL history to score 40-plus points and gain over 235 rushing yards and still lose. Coming into that game, teams were 277-0 in similar situations. Did the Ravens lose this game or did the Bills win it? And do the Ravens need to fire John Harbaugh? Now, before you guys get into this, because this game was kind of crazy, and I did catch the end of this game when it all fell apart for them. Just a couple of other fun facts I think that are worth mentioning here. The Bills trailed 34-19 entering the fourth quarter. The Ravens were up by 15 points with 4 minutes left in the game. Since 2000, teams on the losing end of this situation were 3,312. Since 1991, when the stat was first documented, John Harbaugh is the only head coach who has lost 17 games when his team was leading in the second half. Lastly, since 2000, the Ravens have been a losing team in one-score games. They are 21st in the league in one-score games with a record of 24-28 over that period. So, what happened to the Ravens, y'all?
They need a new coach.
I'll go first.
The gist of it.
I'll go first real quick, just because I had to correct myself. It's 2020, since 2020, not 2000 on that last one.
Okay. I probably read it wrong, so it was 2020.
But I'll say this. This was a hardball game. This is point blank and simple.
The other hardball?
Yeah. Hey, kid, it's the yin and yang when you're talking about brothers.
Duality.
Exactly. They can't all be stacking smoke. I'm just saying. But I don't see how people were talking, and yes, I'm gonna bring up the Bengals. People were talking about how shitty the Bengals defense was, Lou. And like when they lose games like this, you'd be like, oh yeah, we gotta blame the quarterback. I can't blame Lamar on this. I can't even blame Darren Henry, even though he fumbled. It's on the head coach for not believing in his quarterback, and he trusts that defense that gave up 40. They gave up 250 plus yards in the fourth quarter alone. And this is a team with Jair Alexander, Marvin Humphreys, what's his name? Ken, I thought they were supposed to have guys on that Ravens.
Malachi Starks, Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton. He got paid too.
He punted the ball.
Five first-round picks in the secondary.
He punted the ball on 4th and 3 with 3 timeouts left. To your point, Nick, to a team with Josh Allen and a defense that gave up 40 points a game. Like let me say, Lamar and you got Derrick Henry on 4th and 3 to win the game. I'm going with Lamar. Personally.
Did you see why he didn't know, Lou? Did you see his comments as to why he didn't?
He said he was cramping.
Yeah, he said he was cramping. So
there
you go.
And he can take that shit to the Harbaugh family dinner and tell it at the table because I
is
don't.
But if Lamar gets up there and says the same thing, is that not on Lamar?
Did Lamar?
Because I'd be looking. He did.
Did Lamar?
And I'd be looking. Yes, he did. He said the same thing. He said he was cramping. So in my opinion, I would look at my quarterback kind of funny as opposed to just saying it's on the defense. My quarterback is just as much to blame.
You want your quarterback to blame the defense?
Wow. I said my quarterback and the defense is to blame. You can't blame Lamar?
Nah, Lamar.
No. Why would you blame Lamar?
He put them in this position. They were up. They coach called a terrible game. He was indecisive. He went lemon booty in the last 2 minutes of the game. Like, there's no way they should have lost it. I cut this game off. And then I woke up the next day listening to my podcast for sports and shit, and they were like, "Oh, the Bills won a great one." And I was like, "Damn, was I drunk? There's no way the Bills won the game."
Hey,
and then I went back and looked at it. Shout out to NFL Plus, Kim. I went back and looked at it today, and I still couldn't believe that they won the game because they were up 34-19 with 4 minutes left.
They were clearly the better team. They were clearly the better team. And I'm not just for the people. I'm not just looking at the cramps. You had the lead and you had the ball. That's a big part of it. That's why they didn't go for the fourth down. But you had to get there.
Do nothing about cramping. What he got? What can he do about cramping?
You had to get there. You had to get to that point. So you saying that's what turned the game?
Call a good play. Yes, call a good play on 4th and 3.
So
that's it. I don't care nothing about your cramping. Drink some water, eat a banana, get a massage.
Shelton. For me, it's not on Lamar because before that play, I think they did they try to do a jet sweep with Zay Flowers. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, we got Derrick Henry, who was he's been a monster the whole game. Bro, I don't care. Run the ball twice on 3rd down and 4th down. The Bills haven't stopped shit. Yes. I can't blame Lamar because you can't ask no more for your offense in the NFL in 2025 to score more than 40 points to win you and seal you a game. It's like Lamar's like, nigga, what's defense doing? That's why this is on Harbaugh because Harbaugh coached both sides.
Derrick Henry was such a monster. The football didn't even want to stay in his arm.
It didn't. He squeezed it too hard.
To Nick's point.
I guess he had too much
juice. Oh man. On 3rd down, they should have ran the ball. Bro, why am I giving Derrick Henry all of this money and focusing on my offensive line? And I have a quarterback like Lamar. On 3rd down, I shouldn't be throwing the ball with 1 minute and 27 seconds left. That's crazy. Yeah. And this is on John Harbaugh. It's the same thing that Nick be saying about Tomlin. I think that Harbaugh, it's reversed though. Tomlin ain't had a quarterback since Big Ben, and Lamar Jackson ain't had a coach since Harbaugh got there. If they gave Lamar Jackson somebody like Ben Johnson or something like that, you would see a
shut the fuck up on Ben Johnson. I'm sorry, bro.
It ain't got to be Ben Johnson, but he needs somebody more innovative to use his skill set than Harbaugh is willing to be. He's just not gonna do it.
Yeah, if he had the Miami Dolphins head coach,
Mike McDaniel get fired.
No. So yeah, as an OC, but definitely not as a head coach because Mike McDaniel, he too soft for all that, and hopefully we talk about the Dolphins, bro. Yeah, he's not a head coach. But look, I 100% agree. I'm not going to reiterate too much of what you guys have said, but I will say this: if John Harbaugh does not win the championship, the Super Bowl in 2026, you got to replace him. That's it.
It's this year.
Yeah,
this year. I ain't even giving him the 20. Are you saying because next year, 2026?
The Super Bowl.
The
Super Bowl's in 2026. The moment that you lose in the playoffs, I don't care how you lose. I don't care if you got blown out. I don't care if you lost by a field goal. I don't care if somebody dropped the ball. I don't care if Derrick Henry fumbles again. John Harbaugh, without a Super Bowl win, needs to go because I agree with you, Spike. He's not aggressive enough when he needs to be aggressive. You have Derrick Henry, which is a top 2 running back in the league still. You have Lamar Jackson, which is arguably the most talented running back, the most talented quarterback in the league, obviously the most dynamic with his legs. I don't give a damn if he's cramping or not. You know what you do? You go up there. You still got 3 timeouts. You try to draw him off sides. You got 45 seconds. Hey, you good? You not good? Hey, drink some more Gatorade. Go back out there and be like, hey, let's try to draw him off sides again. And if not, get that ball to Derrick Henry. What is we talking about? That's why you went and paid him last season. It's to be aggressive. This has all of the shades of the first year when Russell Wilson went to Denver, and we talked about that first game, and it was 4th and short, and you go get a top-tier quarterback to go make that play and win you the game. That is a coaching decision. And that's the issue right now with John Harbaugh. I don't think he's a trash coach by no means. He's had infinite success in the NFL. He's had more successful seasons than the majority of head coaches that have ever coached in the NFL. I don't think he's trash. I just think that it might be that the game has passed him by. And maybe he needs to be on his brother's coaching staff.
You're right, FIFO. I don't think he's trash either. I just don't think that the fit ain't there no more. He can go coach another team and maybe be successful with another staff, but someone who has Lamar Jackson as their quarterback has to be able to be more creative, take more chances. So if he can go coach in college, he can go coach another team on another staff, and he's going to be good because he's a good coach. But it just the time may be over for them to, like the Ravens and Harbaugh, to think they're successful.
No, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. John, he gotta go. He gotta go because
I don't care if they go 15-1 or 16-1 and go to the playoffs and lose.
Without a Super Bowl, John Harbaugh got to go. Look, Lamar Jackson is a top 2, top 3 quarterback, hands down.
Player in the league.
Player in the league. He's top 5 player in the league. You gotta be aggressive when the time calls for it. Put it on his shoulders, bro. That's why he's a multiple-time MVP. Come on, man. This has everything to do with John Harbaugh.
I want to give a shout out to Josh Allen, though, because Shelton, unfortunately, even though this is a Harbaugh conversation, this isn't the full Ravens story, because we've seen Lamar shit the bed too. I think for me, you got to shout out Josh Allen because, bro, he doing this off the strength. You know what I'm saying? He came up to the podium. He came up to the post-game interview talking about, so listen, niggas gave up on us. Nigga, we see even our own fans. He said they leaving the state. They over here.
It was very Patrick Mahomes-esque. Let's be honest. He did what
he did what he had. He made me, bro. I ain't never seen Keon Coleman run be like that, bro. He made me believe in Keon Coleman because I seen some highlight. I seen his workout video show. He run routes like a goofball.
Yeah, you know
he do. So I want to give a shout out to Josh Allen, and this was the only game that they really needed to win right now, because the rest of their schedule is literally balls of shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't play nobody. They don't play anybody, and Josh Allen probably gonna run away with the MVP once again because of that.
He definitely gonna take it.
Yeah.
It was. I think I knew they were in trouble when they got that touchdown on 4th and 2 or whatever it was, and the tip.
Yeah, touchdown.
Yeah, I knew they were in trouble at that moment because momentum was just going crazy. Like, it just seemed like it was a sequence of events that just started setting things up for them. And what was interesting on the replay, you could see the defender had fell down, and then he got up. And then he just stopped running for the ball. And I think maybe because he saw the ball was thrown to the tight end, I believe, and then it got tipped, and he just stopped playing. But the receiver didn't, and he caught it. You know, if I'm Harbaugh, man, or the defensive coordinator, everybody, I'm in the locker room. We talking about that play. We talking about that because he probably could have gone up there, maybe made a play or something. I don't know. But you just don't stop, which is what he did, and he caught the ball. And you know, if you're a Ravens fan, you think, well, you know, he got lucky there. But Josh Allen, man, he has a tendency to. He's really weird when thinking about his career because he gets some really lucky shit, and then he gets some unfortunate shit happening to him.
That's
so
another
just
thing too. This was you're right, Ken. This was a luck game. Like, a lot of that shit was luck.
It was several interceptions that should have been had. Everything was falling his way. Anything that was
that's why I don't blame Lamar.
Anything that was 50-50, he had opportunity to make something happen. It went his way. And like you said, that tip touchdown, just every so much stuff was going his way. I watched what's the tight end's name? Mark Andrews. Man, on that play where they ran the sweep, go back and watch that play where they ran the sweep again and watch him not even come close to trying to make a block on that in the fourth quarter. Like, he honestly just looked at the guy like backed up.
Yeah, he done.
So,
My thing is, and I know people, again, I bring it up only the Bengals because I feel like they're the only team that can expose the Ravens defense accurately. Bruh, both of these head coaches are supposed to be somewhat defensive special. I know Sean McDermott is, but Sheldon, we just talked about this a few weeks ago, a few shows ago. I was like, bro, Sean McDermott always giving up big. He always shit the bed defensively, and that's his side of the ball. What makes me think I should believe in him as a head coach either? He won based off of luck, like you said, Lou. This game wasn't supposed to be. He's supposed to get blown out. We're supposed to say how Sean McDermott fucking over Josh Allen, and he fucking around them to be on the hot seat this year. But his ass gets to skate, and we got to talk about another white man who is fucking around with Lamar Jackson, and his ass didn't really be out this year. But best believe both of these defenses shitball, and both of these defenses are gonna play Cincinnati. We gonna see. Hey, listen, I know niggas talk about niggas in the chat talking about Nick talk about Cincinnati, Burrow stats, Chase stats. Listen, Cleveland always play them hard, but that's it. The rest of the league need to watch out. We going to Jacksonville next week. We going undefeated. We going undefeated next week, Shut. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Undefeated?
Hey, you right, Nick. I didn't even notice this Buffalo schedule. God, they haven't played nobody.
Buffalo schedule
ain't nobody on their schedule.
Literally,
it's the easiest one in the league.
But they got Tarleton State on their schedule. I'm like, how
and on top of that, bro, they only have to go to the West.
14 games.
They only have to go to the West Coast, or they only have to go out of their time zone once. They stay on the East Coast.
Least travel team in the league.
Yeah, the only thing they really have
to might win 14. They made it. Hey, boy, they made it for Josh Allen this year. Like, look, you got the MVP last year.
Yeah, we can't make it no better.
We can't make it. You see, 16 niggas starting at the quarterback position. We want y'all to go win a Super Bowl. So,
you the last hope. You need
to. Everybody. The funny thing is, everybody comfortable going to Buffalo, Ken, and busting his ass. Even Burrow went to Buffalo. Got a picture. You see the video where he turning around, throwing the ball in the snow. Niggas was like, we don't give a fuck about this shit, nigga. That's why they fan shit ball too for over there pushing my nigga Lamar and whatnot.
Yeah,
his goofy ass out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was it cold in Buffalo? Why was he wearing that?
No,
that thing over his head.
That's like Nick.
That's his him. It's Cool Shiesty.
That's a young YN thing, Ken.
Okay.
I seen somebody in the mall today with it on. I was like, niggas.
All right. Well, that is it, man. That was what we have for that